Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Till I met. Never knew pain till I met the game. Never had a real team that could win the rain. Never knew
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, now this is a grudge match. They lost in the conference finals against this squad last season. It could get chippy. Karl Anthony Towns out of Kentucky, just an incredibly mobile big man. How about his NBA future, Shaq?
You know, he can play either the 4 or the 5 and be pretty effective. He gets up and down the floor very well for his size, and guess what, Ernie?
What?
He's from Jersey.
Really? I did not know that. You're just a Jersey historian. I didn't know that. Towns gives you a lot, though. He gives you a little bit for a big man. He can run the floor, like Shaq said. He gives you the versatility, and defensively, he's pretty good, impressive.
We have run out of time. It's time to go courtside. Thanks for joining us.
Go off when I enter the building.
And the city flowing with lights as we get a great look at beautiful downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend their home court here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Take a look at the Magic. Well, compared to last season, you'd have to say the start to this season has not been quite what you'd expect. They hope to improve their record with the wins tonight, sir.
And when I look at Orlando, they're a team that a lot of people called for to kind of go wire to wire in terms of being in first place. That's not possible anymore, but clearly this is an elite team.
Without question. I mean, their expectations may have been a little outsized, but this is a terrific team, and even that doesn't mean you'll win every game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Orlando. Down out there at Towns. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Hayward. And it's Marsh in at the point. And Orlando has possession. Following the three-point attempt by Freak. Dishes it to Brown. Knocked away. There's the screen. Clock at 6. Pass to Marsh. There's the triple. Thompson with the rebound. On defense, the Magic. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, and that was a solid effort on their part. Pretty much what we would have expected, and everything seemed to go according to plan.
That's one they've really got to feel good about. I mean, it was a performance where they showed just how complete they can be at times.
And that one's good. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Irving kicks to Smith. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one is on Towns.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good, Smith. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Marsh. He's covered by Irving. In the corner, it's Hayward. And that one off the back of the rim and in. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Irving passes to Harris. And it's Smith that time on the assist by Harris. Smith's got 5.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Inside. Oladipo misses. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. For 3, Smith. And the shot is good. Smith's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Oladipo against Smith. Oladipo goes in. That's good. Oladipo's got his second basket of the game.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Adrian Griffin.
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thanks, Doris. And it's Smith missing.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Here's Towns, and the layup falls.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Smith for three. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. And that's 11 points for Smith.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The dish to Brown. Hayward outside. Oladipo outside. Shot clock at 6. The screen from Brown.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Hayward can't hit.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
And he gets the bucket.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
And it's the Magic with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. That is good.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Oladipo left side. Hayward right side. The feed to Towns from 13. And it's Oladipo with the jam. Here's Irving. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Philadelphia. Smith on the wing from downtown. No good. So Orlando will take it the other way. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
And this is a team they battled in the conference finals last season, coming up short.
Yeah, a bitter pill to swallow, too. I mean, when you face that team again, that's always, not just in the back of your head, it's in the front of your mind, too. Getting a win would be some kind of consolation.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Brown outside. There's the pick. Now the pass to Marsh. And he lobs it up. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Smith. To the paint. Intercepted. Hayward goes in. Another miss by Orlando. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Irving dishes to Smith. It's up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season. The Cavaliers, number 1.
You know, if there's a stat that coaches really would be impressed by and proud of, it's
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Thompson. Hezonja, he's checked in for Orlando. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the 76ers.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Pollard, he's checked in for Cleveland. Chris Middleton comes in for Harris. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Brown, and Cook subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Pass to Vucevic. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Smith. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here, and Cleveland making a change here.
Magic ball in for your Cavaliers. Skin Gary.
Off the inbound. It's rebounded by Vonleh.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Towns following the basket by Freak. They set the pick. Towns kicks to Cook. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Marsh. Traps in the tray. He's got 6.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Smith. Off target, his 6th miss in 13 attempts from the floor. Passes to Hezonja. He feeds it to Vucevic. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
We got a moment now to see how the Magic are doing in the NBA rankings right now. 2nd in field goal percentage, 4th in free throw percentage, and they also show up in the top 5 in not giving up the ball. This is a low turnover team. They value possessions, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
And a quick word in terms of their field goal percentage, which has just been spectacular inside and outside. They just keep finding ways to put the ball in the basket.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. Turner's checked in for Orlando. And so he makes both from the line. The Cavaliers trailing to the inside. And it's slammed in by Smith.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swing, really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
And Hezonja gets it to go. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness, that was almost a circus-like dunk.
Orlando's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. From deep. They get it back. Vucevic, that's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Middleton, the pass to Smith. And the wing jumper offline.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Down low, here's Azania. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Azania's got his second basket.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Smith for three. Another three for Cleveland.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Feeds it to Cook. To the paint. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Cleveland, things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And checking out Orlando, 5.5 games behind.
And right now for the Cavaliers, a lot to live up to this season. And really, they have come through. It can be hard on a team when the expectations are that high, trust me, but it has not bothered them one bit.
Greg, you know, I think it's really fueled their fire. They want to be the alpha dog. They love everybody hunting them down.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Cauley Stein's checked in. And he makes the first but misses the second. Cavaliers leading. Smith outside, kicks it to Vonleh. Back to Smith, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of UNLV, no doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
Middleton dishes to Smith. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Smith's got 32 points in the game.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low. Take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Vucevic. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
The fadeaway, and he gets the bucket. Vucevic has got it all tied up now for the Magic.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
The offensive rebound. Dishes to Vonleh. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And Middleton kicks to Smith. Rebounded by Vucevic. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Cook, the pass to Hazania. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. Tobias Harris is checked in for Cleveland. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Orlando?
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Here's Middleton. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Middleton's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Cook dishes to Vucevic. Four on the shot clock. Puts it up from 15, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Vucevic has got 9.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Back to Smith, out to the wing, to the inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Smith's got 34.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
Cleveland's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. So on the floor for Orlando, Oladipo is out there with Hayward. Then there's Towns. Then there's Brown. And it's Davenport in at the 3 spot. And Thompson kicks to Middleton. He dishes it to Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. It's deflected. Oladipo against Irving. Hayward outside. Oladipo outside. Back to Hayward. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Hayward's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Orlando. Cleveland's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers was simply superb. He finished with an incredible amount of points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Pass to Towns. Right wing. Marsh. He's covered by Irving. Lets the three fly. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary. And
come on, fellas, we got to pick up the pace. We see an open look, we got to take it. We have to make them play at our tempo.
It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. The Cavaliers, number one.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
Now, here is Smith. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. And he dunks it down.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Shot clock at 6. Now the dish to Towns. Puts it up from 15. It's rebounded by Vonleh. Vonleh's got 4 rebounds in this game. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Towns in the corner. Good on the baseline, Jay. Towns has got his second basket of the night.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Here's Smith, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Vucevic a screen on Smith. The feed to Towns. He kicks it to Vucevic. The offensive rebound. Magic moving the ball around. Towns, the pass to Marsh. Here's Vucevic. Another miss by Vucevic. Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Smith for 3. The shot is off. So Orlando will take it the other way. They host the Kings after this game, and that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Vucevic, a screen on Irving. And there's the pass to Vucevic. Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
To the left wing. Marsh, covered by Irving. Pass to Towns. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And keep an eye on the three-point shooting because that has been a factor as well. If they can maintain that current form, they can be successful.
And Towns drops them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Here's Smith. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And it's Noah Vonleh with the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
That foul is really going to hurt him in the second half. I mean, he's got to sit and may have to be off the floor for a long time, and they'll miss everything he brings to their team. I mean, he's active, he's aggressive, he's smart, he's tough. I mean, they're going to miss his presence significantly.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And a change for the Magic. Turner's checked in for Towns. Here's Vucevic. Soft touch off the glass. Vucevic has got 11. Cavaliers leading. Passes it to Smith, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Inside. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
One shot.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Free throw drops for Smith.
When you're hot, you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Smith. He has 50 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
And, Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points. And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Harris outside to the middle. Smith on the wing. Non-stop scoring machine here.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
And Vucevic kicks to Turner. Stolen. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
The Magic trail by 4. Pass to Hazanya. 51 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. They set the pick. On the wing, Turner. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his third rebound on the night. For three, Smith. They grab their own miss. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Vucevic, that ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
And Clark, I'd like to see them go back outside. They've been shooting well from the perimeter.
Got a piece of it. Smith outside, fires for 3. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Cavaliers lead by 4. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson, and after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
You have to have plenty of bark in a dogfight, Tristan. Thank you. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half.
All right, guys, I want to go over some things before we get back out there. We're being unselfish with the ball, and it's working. All the scoring opportunities have been coming because of the passing on that end of the floor, and I want to see that continue. There was nice rhythm to our transition game. We got some important points on the break. I think we keep the tempo brisk in the second half. And I'm taking the shackles off of you offensively. Let's open this up. Get the ball up the court as quickly as possible and see if they can keep up with us. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
Cleveland leading by 4. Smith in at shooting guard. Tobias Harris is out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Kyrie Irving. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. But they'll get another chance. Knocked loose. Hayward outside. The tray. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. A 3 ball, and that one's good. Smith's got the first basket of the third quarter for Cleveland.
What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Marsh covered by Irving, and Towns gets it to go.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark.
Oh. Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Here's Marsh. No good with the triple.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
That's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams. The defender was spinning around like an agitator in a washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Here's Oladipo out to Hayward, wide open, drained for 2 points. Hayward's got 9. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Smith.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Feeds to Towns. Thompson with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Harris kicks to Smith. To the paint. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Tobias Harris. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Poked loose and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Smith right side. The 3. Cleveland gets it back. Smith on the wing. It's stolen by Brown. The Magic trail by 9. Stolen by Thompson. For 3, Smith. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Oladipo outside. Now the pass to Marsh. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Oladipo dishes to Brown. Shot clock at 5. Hayward with the ball. Now Smith defending. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Looking at the game for Hayward, 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the strike. He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
Pollard, he's checked in for Thompson. Hayward hits them both. The Cavaliers leading by 7. They set the pick for the 3. Cleveland the rebound. Froome, good.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot, gentlemen.
The Magic trail by 10. Oladipo, the pass to Hayward. To the inside, Towns. It's rebounded by Pollard.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Hayward on the wing from past the arc. It's rebounded by Pollard. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Irving kicks to Smith from deep three-point range. Nice D from Oladipo. Orlando's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Poked away. He hits Brown with the drive. And there's the goal on Karl Anthony Towns. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I love the intensity dial-up here from a defensive standpoint in the second half. Doing a much better job.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Vonleh's checked in. Cavaliers have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Here's Smith. And another miss by Cleveland.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow him to get that position in the first place.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Pollard, and he banks in the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Hayward against Smith. Poked away. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Smith's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Irving kicks to Smith. Some solid defense from Brown.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And here on the 2K leaderboard are the teams with the quickest hands in the league. The Cavaliers #1.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Cleveland. And the second free throw, good. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Irving dishes to Smith. Lets it go. No good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Kicks to Cook. He feeds it to Oladipo. Five on the clock. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He has a scorching 86%. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
The Magic trail by 9. Dishes it to Cook. Back to Oladipo. Vucevic the pass to Towns. Here's Azania. They get it back. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
It's starting to look like a repeat of last night, guys. He's battling really hard out there.
And Middleton kicks to Smith. And that one's good.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
The Cavaliers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. The Magic making a switch here. Turner's checked in.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw drops for Smith. So it's Orlando now, trailing by 10. The dish to Vucevic. Down low, here's Cook, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Oladipo outside. He dishes it to Vucevic. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Now Smith. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. No luck. Great D that time for Middleton. The Cavaliers leading by 10. Here's Smith. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
A moment here to see the numbers for Middleton. Averaging about 7 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle. Does all the little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Harris has checked in. The Cavaliers leading. Now the feed to Smith. A rebound by Hazania. Hazania's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Oladipo. Here's Cook. Some solid defense from Harris.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Smith for 3. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Oladipo kicks to Vucevic. That's good. Vucevic has got 4 points now in the quarter. Cleveland leading by 6. Smith with it. Harris outside. Back to Smith. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Thompson, he's checked in for Pollard.
And when's the last time I hit the rim?
Smith hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Turner. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Thompson. Smith outside. And he makes good on the layup.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Passes it to Turner. Clock at 6. This one for 3. The shot is off. Cleveland leading by 10. Smith for 3. That's good. Smith's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Cavs.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Pass to Vucevic. Will it go? That's good on the jump shot. Vucevic has got 21 in the game.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Smith up top. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
The Cavaliers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
And he knocks down the first one.
It's for you, Vic.
Both free throws good from Smith.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
At the elbow, Vucevic. Bank shot, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Smith outside. There's a good screen. Cleveland moving it around. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Hazanya's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The Magic trail by 13. Marsh covered by Smith. Feeds it to Vucevic.
That's a walk.
Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
And he just big boyed him right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
And here we go with the Magic fast break. That's good. Cook's got it back down to within single digits for Orlando.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. That's 7 points for Tobias Harris. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers on top, up by 12. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena.
Check it out.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The Magic trail by 12. And so in the game for the Magic, we've got Hayward. Brown out there with Towns. Then it's Turner. And it's Marsh in at the 1. And it's Turner off the drive. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Turner's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Magic. Outside Irving. Towns with the steal. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Turner dishes to Brown. Beyond the arc. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Marsh.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
And the basket by Harris.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Brown outside. 6 to shoot. Over in the corner, Turner takes the 3. Turner can't get that one to fall. Look now for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Noah Vonleh. And Smith subbed in for Chris Middleton. Irving kicks to Smith. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. Thompson passes to Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's 12 points for Tobias Harris.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
Inside, here's Brown, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
It's been a solid outing for Brown. He's got 13 points now and 3 great steals. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And I like the fact that one has really fed into the other.
And Brown drops them both.
This is what they need to do in the second half to come out with the win. It's not the only thing, but when you convert free throws at the other end, you put a lot of pressure on the opponent to play solid defense against you.
Here's Smith. Orlando grabs the miss. And now Orlando on the break. It's stolen by Smith. Fires the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Brown's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Oladipo, the pass to Hazania. A 3-pointer off the mark. Cleveland leading by 7. Irving dishes to Smith. He kicks it to Thompson. Off on the layup.
Well, at least he had the presence of mind to change his shot when the defense got on him. You got to improvise sometimes.
Smith, no good.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
No problems knocking that one down. 15 points for Gordon Hayward.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening, boy, did he let it fly.
Harris kicks to Smith.
Oh! Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
The Magic trail by 7. And Oladipo, here we go. It's taken away by Smith. Here's Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 6 assists in the game. Orlando's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. The pass to Brown. Off the pick. That's short off the rim.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And that one's good. 17 points for Gordon Hayward.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Smith drives in, and that one is stuck right through.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Irving with a clean look, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Oladipo outside. The shot is off. Some solid defense there from Irving. The Cavaliers leading by 9. For 3, Smith. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Cavaliers, Gordon Hayward, taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops by Hayward.
Oh my God, I just got that.
Hayward hits them both.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Irving passes to Smith. Makes a big high pass and goes in. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar. What a game we've seen here for Oladipo. He's got 14 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
Shooting for Cleveland, Victor Oladipo.
That's good from Oladipo. Oladipo hits them both.
Cavaliers timeout. Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
And so here's Cleveland. Here's Smith. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And Oladipo, here we go. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Kicks it to Irving. Puts it up from 12. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He really wants them to try to push the tempo here, see if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
1:58 left in the fourth. Oladipo, the pass to Marks. It's taken away by Smith. Pushing it up. It's picked off. Smith against Oladipo. From the arc. Thompson with the rebound. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch the breath. You're right. And it's Smith missing.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Oladipo misses.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And Smith gets double teamed. Puts up a three. The shot no good. The Magic trail by 9. And Oladipo kicks to Brown. Here's Hayward, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Cook, the pass to Hazania. To the inside. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Smith on the wing. Turner covering. Middleton outside. Whoa!
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
.24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Oladipo, good.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. Back to Smith. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
From deep three-point range, Oladipo, good. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Good win.
Well, you absolutely torched them from the outside tonight. Did you feel like you could hit from just about anywhere on the court?
Yeah, but that's how I feel every night, Doris. You know me. When you're the best shooter in the world like I am, that's just how it is. My man Clark was always talking about energy and rain, you know? Well, I happen to cold right now. Tell me if you that.
Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some games, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
He was completely on a different level tonight, and his insane point total tells us that. Trust me, it's not easy to get that many points in this league, but he had their number tonight, and the coach did a great job of continuing running plays for him.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cleveland group has been getting things done. A finals rematch. They'd better be ready. As the defending NBA champs, everybody's gunning for them, but especially the runner-up. It's rare to see a point guard lead the NBA in scoring, but that's exactly what Freak is doing right now. Not only that, but he's still making sure to get everybody involved. How great has this been for this kid?
I mean, only MVP candidates can lead the league in scoring at the point guard position. I mean, it's critical to his team's success. Most guys would say, well, he's shooting too much. But no, his teammates say he's not shooting enough. The only time he's not supposed to shoot the basketball, Ernie, is when he doesn't have it.
If he holds on to the scoring title and keeps running the offense like this, he'll have a claim as the best point guard in the game today. Heard it here first.
And the only time he's not shooting, Kenny, is when he doesn't have it.
No question.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. See you later, folks.
What if he's mentally shooting?
It's home to the Alamo and the Spurs, San Antonio, Texas, as we bring you an interconference rivalry here at the AT&T Center. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. Take a look at the Cavaliers. A great start of the season for them, playing very well so far.
And seeing where the Cavaliers are, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
The only cautionary note I'd make is that you don't want to peak too soon. You want to be playing your best basketball when the postseason rolls around.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Cleveland, Smith in at shooting guard. Vonleh is out there with Harris. Then there's Irving. Now here's Leonard. Here's Guerrero. Excellent defense there from Smith. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Kevin McHale.
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
And thank you, Doris. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. Eminescu covered by Irving. They set the pick. Pass to Guerrero. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic and their shot selection was superb.
You do those two things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You move the ball like they did and take smart, good shots, you're coming away with a lot of wins.
San Antonio with the ball, following the three-pointer by Freak. The Spurs shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
So he gets them both. The Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Dishes to Vonleh. Cleveland moving it around. That's good. Smith's got 5 now.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
There's the pick. Here's Leonard. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
That's good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Smith drives in, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Now here's Leonard. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Saramago, that's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
And it's Smith missing. Spurs trail by 4. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Saramago, and it's San Antonio with another.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Offensive rebound, second shot opportunity, and there's the nice layup by Vonleh.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
The pass to Guerrero. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. His first miss, now 3 of 4 from the field. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
Here's Rodriguez following the basket by Freak. Here's Eminescu, got a hand on it. Second chance shot and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Spurs shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Here's Irving. A 14-point game for him in the win against Orlando. Smith, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And so it's San Antonio with it. They trail by 7. Here's Guerrero. Good on the triple.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Now here's Irving. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And it's slammed in by Smith.
I'm not sure how I like this one. He used the rim to get some true hang time there.
Now, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Okay, guys, that was just
I'll buy that for now.
A good old-fashioned chin check right there.
So it's San Antonio now. There's a screen. Passes it to Guerrero. The 11-footer. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls. He's got 5.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And that one's good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And San Antonio has possession. Following the basket by Freak. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
That 3 off the mark. Spurs trail by 6. Outside Leonard lets it go from deep. The Cavaliers pull it in. Smith outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Smith's got 18 points in the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Checking out the stats for Kyrie Irving. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's around 14 points per game, 12 assists. He has been a beast.
Impossible to guard right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Thompson, he's checked in for Vonleh. Spurs trail by 9. Passed a little. Eminescu, he's covered by Irving to the inside. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the way up. He's got 9. Cleveland leading by 7. Smith outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Spurs have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Leonard on the wing, fires the 3. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Smith with it. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Misses from short range.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
San Antonio with the ball. 7-point differential. Here's Eminescu. Can't hit from the elbow. Takes a 3. That's good. And that's 21 points for Freak.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing, surrendering too many easy baskets.
Now here's Rivers. They get it again. Here's Little. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Smith wide open. He fires. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Spurs trail by 13. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Now here's Rivers. Tight defense on him. Here's Runcic. 5 to shoot. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession.
Into the lineup for the Cavaliers. Garrett.
Just 4 to shoot. Garrett with the bucket.
couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Cleveland leading by 11. Smith outside, shoots the three. And it's Rivers with the rebound. San Antonio's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And a foul call on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for 2.
Free throw good, Garrett. He doesn't get the second one. Cavaliers shooting an impressive 60% early. For 3, Smith. Hits it down to Middleton from past the arc. That's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
The dish to Garrett. Shoots it up. It's rebounded by Pollard.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up for the Spurs Games team.
With a break in the action, let's see which teams have come away with the most steals in the NBA this season. The Cavaliers, number 1.
You know, this year they've been the number 1 team in terms of steals. They put an awful lot of pressure on the ball handler, and they also, as a team, do a good job of jamming the passing lanes. Textbook defense is what they play.
Spurs trail by 15. The feed now to Rivers. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. The shot misses. And the Spurs going the other way now. To the middle. Here's Eminescu. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
San Antonio's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And it's Garrett in the corner. Nailed from three-point land. Garrett's got 6 points.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
That's a 2 from Smith. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
At some point, guys, it comes down to pride. Start banging on your chest and get after it from your heart. I mean, you've got to at least offer some resistance. You can't just let guys do what they want in there.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
Kevin, we've got a moment here to take a look at what the Spurs have done as far as NBA stats go over the last month. First in opponent field goal shooting. Second in three-point field goal percentage. And they're ranked 3rd overall in team offense. This is a team that knows how to put the ball in the basket, and really that's their strong suit.
And go back to their top-notch defense. They just smother you and impose their will on you. A lot of nights it seems like teams don't even know what hit them.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. That is good.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
There's 49 seconds left in the first. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Rivers. Here's Little. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Smith outside. And another miss by Cleveland. Spurs trail by 10. Here's Runcic. Here's Garrett. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Garrett's got 8 points.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that. Ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post. Fight him a little bit. Keep him away from that spot he wants. Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Can't cash in from close range.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Cavaliers on top, up 10. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Rockets head coach Kevin McHale spent some time with us in the broadcast booth, but he said it just wasn't the same. He missed that competition.
When you don't have a dog, in the fight, it's different to watch a game and not really care who wins or loses. Since I've been a 12-year-old kid, I've been on a team, whether it was my high school team, my college team, my NBA team. And, when the game ends and you go, oh, good game, you high-five the guy you do the game with, and, you're done.
That's an interesting perspective on competitiveness and what happens when you're no longer in the thick of it.
Or not, there's some common ground even outside of the competitive court.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
And for Cleveland, Smith in a 2-guard. Cauley Stein is out there with Vonleh. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Irving in at the point guard. So it's San Antonio now, following the three-point attempt by Freak. And for San Antonio, Rodriguez outside. That's tipped.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic, boy, was he tremendous. He ended with an amazing number of points, and he was his usual self on the defensive end, providing a bunch of steals. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
That is good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Outside Leonard. There's the pass to Rodriguez. They set the pick. Here's Guerrero. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down. The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Harris against Leonard. Here's Saramago. Can't hit from 12. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Smith for 3. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Gets to the corner and buries it. Leonard's got his first basket of the night. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Good. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up to the Spurs Dance Team.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Tobias Harris. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's around 10 points per game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Rebound by Smith.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. That's 36 points for Smith.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Passes it to Guerrero for the 3. That's good. 10 points for him.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Knocked away. And now Harris running the floor all by himself.
San Antonio foul call. Guerrero. That's his first personal foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
And he sinks the second. Spurs trail by 14. Roncic. He's covered by Irving. Leonard against Harris. Clock at 6. Back to Leonard. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Guerrero. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Harris kicks to Smith. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Smith's got 38 points.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air. You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Out to the right wing. Here's Guerrero. The Cavaliers pull it in. On this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And an NBA Finals rematch tonight, and they're the defending champs. Certainly feeling confident.
Two great teams. This one should be competitive. The whole league will be keeping an eye on this one.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Looking at the game for Smith, he has 38 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
And Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Pollard, he's checked in for Cleveland.
All right, come on, let's lock it up, fellas. Lock it up.
Both free throws good from Smith. Spurs trail by 16. There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Guerrero. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 15.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Taken away by Rodriguez. Pass to Leonard with the teardrop, and it's good on the way in. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Good.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
San Antonio's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Guerrero, the pass to Rodriguez. Leonard on the wing. There's the triple. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
There's a good screen. Here's Saramago. Not enough on that one as it misses.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Smith outside, from outside the arc, and another 3 for Cleveland.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Spurs trail by 15. Outside Leonard. Ball's knocked loose, and Smith with a clear path to the hoop. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
A foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Which he clearly wasn't on that play. Or maybe he was thinking just about something other than basketball.
Well, speaking of thinking, back home, guys, we call that a good old-fashioned brain freeze.
Now, here is Smith. Lets it go from 14. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
You know, usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks. But that's not the case here.
Well, it's about rhythm, and they put this run together on the strength of their mid-range jump shot. They might as well be layups with the way they're shooting.
Thompson with the bucket.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
San Antonio with the ball. Feeds to Garrett. Trying to get back on track. And he hits the jump shot. Garrett's got 10.
As opposed to the first quarter, they're doing a much better job from behind the arc here in the second. They're starting to heat up a little bit, percolate from behind that three-point line, and as a result, they're chipping away at that lead.
When these players get to the free throw line, it's nearly automatic. The 2K leaderboards show us this month's free throw shooting percentage leaders. Freak third.
And during that time, guys, he's been an absolute dead-eye shooter from the free throw line. His concentration just never wavers.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
And the first one drops.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And Cleveland making a change here. Cauley Stein's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And it's Garrett in the corner. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Eminescu. That one off the back iron and out.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And they're not taking their foot off the pedal. They just keep adding to their lead.
Well, it's never a good idea to back off and ease up, and it doesn't look like that thought's even crossed their mind. I love it.
And another basket for San Antonio. And here's Smith. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Cleveland. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, Charlotte, 5 games behind.
And seeing where the Cavaliers are, a lot to live up to this season. And really, they have come through. It can be hard on a team when the expectations are that high, trust me, but it has not bothered them one bit.
Greg, you know, I think it's really fueled their fire. They want to be the alpha dog. They love everybody hunting them down.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
You know, they did a good job in the first quarter getting themselves to the line, but here in the second, they've gone away from it.
Yeah, everything's been perimeter oriented, and you have to be hitting shots to play that way.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
1:29 left now here in the second. Kicks it to Rivers. 6 to shoot. Eminescu. He's covered by Thompson. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Nice shot by Smith.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
I know there's some teams out there that would prefer to just shoot their way out of a slump, but, you know, getting a few to drop from in close or inside the arc is often a good way to get your whole offense going.
Misses from close range. San Antonio's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. To the wing right side. Here's Rivers. The putback cleans up the mess with the savage putback flush.
No tip required when you've got room to make the stuff.
Has some powerful second chance points right there.
Yeah, and guys, not wasting any time, just straight back up with it.
And that one's good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
So it's San Antonio now. Passed a little. Guerrero covered by Smith, and the rejection by Smith. Three-pointer. Here's Thompson, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Cleveland ahead, running away with this one. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports.
Hey guys, great execution in the first half, but we still have a few things to talk about before we go back out there. The strongest part of our game so far has been our transition offense. They were always slow to get back and we made them pay for it. That's something I want to see more of. There was a big bright spot on how many putbacks we converted. Don't lose any of that persistence on the offensive glass. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. All right, guys, I know we got a healthy lead, but we cannot let up against this tougher team. Let's go.
Here we go, San Antonio.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
I'll tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
An explosive display it was, fellas. They might have to get the backup rim ready if he keeps attacking the hoop like he did before the break.
San Antonio's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. On the court for Cleveland, Smith, he's in at shooting guard. Tobias Harris is out there with Von. Then there's Irving.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Leonard. He's been more than solid over the last month. He's around 10 points per game, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. That one misses. The Cavaliers shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Here's Smith. Cleveland gets it back. Froome, soft touch off the glass. 8 points for him.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Smith for 3, but they get it back. Smith on the wing. Beyond the arc. No good.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
This one for 3. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. For Cleveland, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
And the dunk by Smith.
Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's the screen. Inside. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal. That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To the paint. That was incredible.
The spin. Panorama, kind of like he was in the washing machine. Do you know what kind of athlete you have to be to pull off that 360?
Remarkable, truly remarkable.
Let's call it the agitator.
I tell you what, Spinorama, I like the nickname. You may have started something there.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Guerrero, covered by Smith. Here's Eminescu, and the Spurs scoring again.
Eminescu! Cavaliers timeout. Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up for the Spurs dance team.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and show you the teams that have shot the lights out during the last month. The Cavaliers #1. In 4th, the Spurs.
And this is the kind of shooting these teams would love to have all season long. I mean, they've both been on a tear here of late.
For Cleveland, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. For Cleveland, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Smith. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. From beyond the arc, and he gets the bucket. 9 points in the game so far.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
The shot by Vonleh no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 10 assists here tonight. So active.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
So it's San Antonio now. They set the screen. To the inside, Roncic, and the rejection by Smith. And he makes no mistake. The slam dunk.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards. His ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
And so it's San Antonio with it, following the score by Cleveland. Eminescu, he's covered by Irving. Makes it off the glass. He's got 11.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
Now, here is Smith. Froome. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
That drops.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Harris dishes to Smith. There's the pick. San Antonio with the rebound. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Saramago. He's covered by Irving. Roncic. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down. The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Nobody near Leonard. No good on the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Vonleh kicks to Smith. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the way up. Smith's got 15 points here in the second half. The Spurs have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. That's tipped. It's stolen by Smith. He dishes it to Vonleh. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Here's Leonard. The Cavaliers making the shot.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there. They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just slicing and dicing them right now.
So it's San Antonio now. The baseline J. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his third rebound on the night. Smith for three, and he gets it to go.
Wow, just look at that lead. Both ends, they have been the team in control.
Yeah, and they put the fans simply on mute. They've not had anything to cheer about, and they've been silent.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 7 points in the game.
It looks like he took that last three a little personal.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Greg. You saw it in his eyes. I mean, heck, that was a payback shot right there. I don't think there's any doubt.
Here's Eminescu. It's deflected. On the wing, Harris. 5 points in the game. Got that one up quick. Harris has got 7 points in the game. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Irving, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Irving's got his first bucket of the night. The Spurs shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. Lets it go from 11, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Stripped away. Up top, Rodriguez throws down the breakaway jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Dishes it to Smith. 11 feet away. Here's Vonleh. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
They set the pick. Leonard against Harris. With the fadeaway. And off the prior, and in it goes. 15 points in the game.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
I don't have an idea either. A little heat check there, but yep, he's still cooking, and Greg, he's cooking with gas.
So it's San Antonio now, following the miss by Freak. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. The Spurs shooting the ball at 42%. Eminescu covered by Smith. Here's Runcic. Some solid defense there from Irving. The Cavaliers shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Good.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Outside Leonard. Here's Runcic. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Down low, here's Smith. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
San Antonio with the ball. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Tries it from 19. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. The Cavaliers have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. There's the screen to the left side wing. The pass to Moody. He kicks to Garrett. Puts up a 3. Out to the right wing. Here's Guerrero. Money from the wing. He's got 23.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Cavaliers on top, running away with it. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Checked in for Jeremy Lamb. Now Smith. We've got Rivers. And it's Garrett in at the 3 slot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Smith outside. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Baseline try. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here's Garrett. Goes up again. Rivers can't get it to go. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Smith for 3. Can't hit. San Antonio's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Lets it go. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Cauley Stein's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Middleton left side. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Both teams will make substitutions. And Cauley Stein over to help. Here's the dish to Rivers. San Antonio again missing. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound. Out to Smith. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. The Spurs have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. The feed to Garrett. Lets it go from deep. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Here's Guerrero. Trains the three-pointer. He has 38 in the game.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of...
Oh, wow. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? That man can climb a ladder.
Just a little. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Smith's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Pollard. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Smith's shot is good.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Down low. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Shooting for San Antonio, Guerrero. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Both good from the line that time.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
2 minutes.
Unloads from 13. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
That's what I thought.
Smith's got 6 in the quarter.
What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
To the middle. Here's Little. And there's the pass to Guerrero. On the mark with the 15-footer. And he has 42.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Smith for 3, and he gets it to go.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Yeah, it's a fun way to play, and it's fun to watch, too.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Smith. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Moody. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And this run not really doing him any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
And he gets it to go.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
Here's Smith. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Congratulations on the win and leading the way in terms of the points production. How were you able to create shots for yourself?
I think I was trying my hardest to sell every fake out through. A lot of times you can just go through the motions with stuff, but if you work hard to sell a fake, you can open up space like I was able to. I can make a living in Hollywood with my acting skills. You know what I'm saying?
Albeit grudgingly, I will admit tonight you were the master puppeteer. Kevin, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
What can you say about the show he put on tonight? That was simply basketball greatness. You hardly get a player that gets that focused, that determined. He did the work of 3 players out there tonight and got the points to prove it.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11. And stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderfully